So my presentation is called Redefining the High School Math Experience. And you might kind of wonder why I have a picture of Darth Vader on the screen. And it's because when I first started teaching 11 years ago, well, almost 12 now, Mr. Fuller hired me and told me I was going to be teaching mostly the regular classes, not the honors or the AP classes, which was fine with me. I've taught honors classes before, but he said I would be teaching like regular pre-calc and regular stats. And so I asked him a little bit about it, and he said, well, you know, these are the kids who maybe they don't like math, or they don't think that they're good at math, and maybe they've had a bad experience with math. And he said that my job was to win them over from the dark side. So that's what I've kept that in mind, like really my entire career. And I kind of developed a little niche there, teaching the non-honors kids and bringing them back from the dark side so that they enjoy them a little bit more. In my class, we use the magic bowl. This is how I call on students. You can see everybody's got their name on a little popsicle stick in there. And the reason I use this is because there have been studies that show very clearly that that teachers have bias when they're calling on people. Not the biggest bias is calling on boys instead of girls, and we fortunately don't have that problem. But this kind of keeps it random and spreads it out, and I like it as a system, and most of the kids like it too. In the very beginning, they might have a little bit of trepidation and be nervous about it, but I make it very clear that I don't know is a perfectly acceptable answer. In my class, if you get called on and you don't know it, that's fine. We'll call on somebody else that does know, and then you'll know it, you know. I try and create an atmosphere where people feel comfortable giving answers in the class, and I also get sometimes like, well, I'm sorry I don't know it, or I'm sorry I got the wrong answer, and I'll tell them there's nothing to be sorry about. We're here to learn, and that's it. And I also kind of tell them, don't be timid in your answer. Give your answer with confidence. You know, a lot of times girls in particular will answer a question with a question, like what is 2 + 4? 5? Well, I got that wrong myself. What is 2 + 2? 4? And they put a question mark right at the end there, and they shouldn't, because this is something that our society kind of teaches girls to be I'm sorry or to be really timid, and then they get stomped on by the boys, and I want them to go out into the college world and the business world with some confidence, and I've heard back from a lot of students that this emphasis really does help them a lot. We want them to have confidence in class, we want to have confidence in life. This is a picture of my whiteboards, and you can see it's right over there. And I really like the whiteboards for collaboration. So I'm going to just show you a little. There we go. You can kind of see them. You can't really hear them, but you can see them working on the whiteboards together, and this is what I like to get them do. I like to get them standing up, working on problems. You'll see, you know, they'll be pointing out different things to one another. Oh, yeah, there's just pointing something out, and this is really great collaboration. And so this is one of the things I really like to do in class. I would define. Let's get out of this now. Let's see. There we go. We'll end that. I describe my classroom style as interactive lecture. So I use the magic bowl a lot. I'm asking a lot of questions. We get them up talking. I'm walking around talking with them, seeing how they're doing on the math. And when I'm doing work on the board, I mean, I make mistakes. And so when I make a mistake, I tell them, make sure that they pull it out and say, Mr. Jenkins, no, you made a mistake. And when somebody catches me making a mistake, then they get to press the fish right over there, and it sings a little song. I do not collect or grade homework. In fact, I don't even call it homework. I call them practice problems. And every chapter we're doing, the kids get a sheet like this, and it's all online, and it tells them what the objective is for the unit, and what practice problems they should be working on. And the ones that are highlighted in yellow are ones that they should especially pay attention to. So I don't want them working too much on practice problems. I like the load outside of class to be moderate and reasonable, and I let them know I'm always available to go over them, talk about them, explain. I'm very accessible. If they can get me in the morning, at office hours, lunch, after school. Even if they have a question and they're really busy, we can set up a Zoom appointment after hours, and even on the weekend. Finally, just to kind of go a little bit beyond the classroom, come on, here we go. I'm the senior class moderator, and one of the things we're bringing back this year, which we haven't done for a couple of years because of the pandemic, is the senior opera night. And the LA Opera is unique to Los Angeles. It's a world-class organization, and it's an experience that many of them will never have. And one of the reasons they might have it is because the tickets are really expensive. I mean, typical tickets for LA Opera are between $100 and $300. But for us, we have a good relationship with the opera, and the tickets are free. So the only cost of going to the opera night is $18 for the bus and for dinner. And it's really quite an experience. It's not just the performance, but the pre-performance. We have a meeting with they will bring in different professionals from behind the scenes at the opera, like an art director or an accounting person or the social media coordinator. And they'll also always bring in a performer to come talk. And not infrequently, we get a visit from the maestro, James Conlon himself, the LA Opera director, world-class conductor. And it's really quite an evening event for the students. So, when we talk about reimagining the high school experience, we're talking about both in the classroom and in their lives. And yeah, I think we're doing a pretty good job. And I really thank you for sending your kids to NDA so that we can really enjoy them.